Hello amigos, I am here in a city called Cuernavaca. It's in the state of Morelos, about an hour and a half outside Mexico City. And I'm standing right in the center of Cuernavaca right now, the historical center. And there's a lot of interesting stuff around me. I'll explain to you guys a bit more about what I'm doing here as this video goes on. But for now, I just want to show you a little bit of this city. So I guess this is as good a time as any to tell you guys what I'm actually doing in Cuernavaca. So long story short, there's this language school in Cuernavaca, and one of the teachers there, he watched my videos, he was interested in the message that I was sharing, and he wanted to know if I could speak to some of the students at the school. So these students, they're studying to be English professors themselves, but a lot of them have never been out of Morelos or this part of the country. They haven't had the opportunity to travel, and yeah, this guy Mark thought it'd be cool for me to come and talk to them as someone who's experienced different cultures and kind of, yeah, talk about my journey. So that's what I'm doing in Cuernavaca. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be talking to the students. I don't know if I'll be filming that. Maybe I'll try to film some of it. Okay guys, here I am in Cuernavaca at the International House School. This is where I'm going to be speaking at in about 5 minutes. Look at all those happy faces. Wait, where is everyone?
Now guys, wherever you are from, you probably know about Central Park in New York City. But have you heard of this place? Guys, this is Chapultepec Park, and not only is it bigger than Central Park.
So, have you ever tried some pozole?
I have. I had pozole yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Is this the home of pozole? No.
It's Guerrero.
From Guerrero? Ah, okay.
Actually, in Tasco, there's a place where they serve nice pozole.
I should have tried the pozole.
Actually, come back and I'll show you the traditional food in Tasco.
Okay, do you still live there or no?
Yeah, I travel back and forth.
You travel every day
Well,
to the school?
At least twice, three times a week.
Do a lot of people do that? Do you travel from far to get to the school? Yeah. Yeah. How far is kind of? Does anyone travel like more than 1 hour to get here? Yeah. Oh wow. You value your education, that's a good thing. This is a Canon 70D. This is my microphone. The good thing about this camera is the screen flips out. So if you're doing like YouTube stuff, like you can kind of see yourself. And, yeah, very important detail for someone who's doing stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, my first videos were just on my cell phone. Everyone has a cell phone, and you know, everyone thinks you need great quality. You don't. You just needed something unique to say, I guess. The only way to get there is to keep doing it. And you don't care if it sucks at first, because it will. But yeah, why did I come to Mexico? I mean, part of it is because I love exploring the unknown. For me, Mexico was a very unknown place. And I mean, my first couple of days in Mexico, I don't know, I felt at home. I was very welcomed by a lot of people, even though my Spanish wasn't that good. Like,
me and my girlfriend were at a coffee shop, and the person working there, she didn't speak any English at all. And we couldn't figure out the menu, and like we were trying to order something, but it wasn't happening. And this guy just got up from his table and come over. He was like, "How can I help you? How can I help you?" And just started like translating, and like he guided us to our table. I asked him like, "Do you work here?" And he's like, "No." But he's like, "After the earthquake, we have to help each other in Mexico City, right?" And that's what he said. I'm like, you know what? That's like a very touching thing to say, you know. And so I think I wasn't here for the earthquake in September. We arrived in November, but I guess it was still very fresh on people's minds, of course.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was a big tragedy. But sometimes tragedies bring people closer together, right? Or maybe Mexico was always close. Maybe that was just another reason to be close. But I just felt an energy and a welcoming feeling when I came to Mexico, and that hasn't left. 6 months later, I still feel it all the time. I still have all these little examples of people welcoming me, and I find a lot of Mexicans are very proud of their country, and they want to share it with the foreigner. Like they want me to see the good parts of Mexico, because there's a lot of good parts out there, and it's made it very fun to travel through this country.
What is your favorite thing about being a language teacher?
You can see improvement immediately since the first class when they start speaking and they understand what they're saying. I think it's really satisfying. And the more you work with people, the more you see their progress. And then I think it's really satisfying to see that what you do is actually helping people.
Students manage to communicate at the simplest idea, but with confidence. That's really it gives us let's say the energy to keep going, and then be grateful to you. They are grateful to you. They say thank you, teacher, for everything you did. But then again, they did all the job. We were just there, right? That's how I like to think. Mm-hmm.
This is also kind of an interesting experience for me, just to kind of reflect on my journey. I mean, I had a lot of students today asking me questions about how I started traveling and kind of how I started YouTube and all this stuff. And yeah, it's got me looking back and thinking about how far I've come, I guess, how far this channel's come. And it wasn't so long ago that I was a student in a classroom myself. Like 5 years ago, I was finishing up my degree, and now I'm talking in front of these students at this international house. It's crazy what happens when you just start making videos and sharing your story. And I'm very happy to be in this position, and everyone who watches and helps this channel grow. I mean, you're the reason I'm here. You're the reason all of this has happened. So life's crazy. Okay guys, I just got back on the bus to Mexico City. I want to show you something very special that I just got from some of the students I spoke with. I haven't even had a good chance to look at this, but this was signed by some of the students. What a great gift to get from the students.